Hello there, Gemini. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for July 13th through the 19th. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so, Gemini, on Monday, what you have coming up is you have the Wheel of Fortune. What is this blue guy? I don't think I've ever looked at him before. Interesting. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune coming up on Monday for you, Gemini. Okay, so I'm feeling like you do have something that's coming up suddenly and unexpectedly that's going to be happening for you on Monday. And it feels like it does have a long-term positive effect, but right when it first happens, it's going to be bringing in a little bit of chaos, and it's going to kind of make you feel a little bit unbalanced, like you're stumbling around to try to react to this thing. I feel like once you get your feet back under you, you're going to be just fine. It actually is going to be something that works out in your favor for the long run, but it's going to be a little bit chaotic. Chaotic is the best word. I keep coming up with chaotic whenever I try to feel around for this. So it's going to seem a little chaotic when it first happens. You know, just don't worry about it. Just keep moving forward and do the best that you can. And once you come out on the other side, it's going to be all roses and peaches. Okay, so that's your Monday. Tuesday, Gemini, what we have is the Knight of Swords. This tells me that something's going to be happening Tuesday where you're going to be taking some kind of action. And this action is going to be all about you standing up for your own values and moving forward with those. So that's really a good thing. When you have the Knight, that's the beginning of a new adventure or a new project. And swords can be any kind of communication. So this could be email or words, actions. Swords also talk about quick action because swords can cut through things quickly. So I do feel like taking some very quick and decisive action on Tuesday, and it does feel like it's kind of the beginning of something, so I don't expect this to be completed on Tuesday, but I do expect the beginning of it to come in on Tuesday for you, Gemini. Now, on Wednesday, what we have coming up is we have the Moon. The Moon. The Moon card, because I'm one of the Scorpios, I'm a detective of the universe, as they say. The Moon card does not make me happy. And the reason it doesn't make me happy is because what it depicts and talks about is that there's a situation in your life, Gemini, on Wednesday where you only have part of the facts. And the part of the facts that you have are enough to tell you that there's a lot more going on underneath the surface that you can't quite put your fingers on as far as information. So this is just telling me you have a fishy situation where you're just hearing kind of part of the story or getting part of the picture. So that's what I'm seeing on Wednesday, is that you have this situation that you don't know the full deal. And I don't see that as being resolved on Wednesday. I feel like it's just you're in that point of, I'm hearing this and it's supposed to be the complete picture. I know that whoever's presenting this wants me to accept this as a full picture, but I can tell that that's not really the real deal, that there's a lot more going on here. And that's kind of how it stays on Wednesday. Now on Thursday, what we have coming up is we have an Eight of Cups. And an Eight of Cups is an interesting card to have come up right after we have a card saying you don't have the full picture on something. Eight of Cups really talks about realizing that you're in some kind of situation or possibly relationship where you're putting in a lot of effort, but you're not getting a lot back to replenish you for your efforts. And so what you do is you decide to move away from that situation or possibly that relationship towards something where you will be replenished by a new situation for the efforts and the energy that you're putting in. So this is kind of a minimizing or turning your back on this old situation that was leaving you feeling depleted to go out and look for a new situation that won't have you feeling so depleted after all. Now, Friday, because that was Thursday, Friday what we have coming up, Gemini, is we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is a really interesting card. This talks about dreaming or daydreaming. So Friday I feel like you're going to be a little bit distracted from real life, tangible life, real life. I feel like you're going to be a little distracted because you're going to be busy dreaming about how you would rather have things. Dreaming about other goals and opportunities that you would like to be pursuing. The thing about when the Seven of Cups comes up, it doesn't so much talk about dreaming of things and moving towards them. It just talks about dreaming of things kind of as a distraction from how things are. And depending on the degree to which you actually get into this kind of thinking, you can even end up, because it is Seven of Cups, look at all the chalices, you can even end up drinking or doing artificial chemicals to distract yourself from the reality of now and let yourself be thinking about other options that are maybe not so real. So anyway, that's what I have coming up Friday. I have you being a little bit distracted by dreaming of other options than what your reality is at the moment. Now, Saturday, we have the Two of Coins in reverse. Two of Coins in reverse is telling me that things really are not in balance for you on Saturday. So Two of Coins can come up a couple of different ways, and I do feel like it's manifesting in different ways for different ones of you Geminis. Two of Coins in reverse, the one way that it can come up is that finances are kind of falling apart. Something has happened that impacts your budget that now you're just like, well, I don't have enough to cover everything I need to cover. So that can be the first thing that you're dealing with. The other way that this can come through, Gemini, is that you just have so much stuff on your schedule, so many things that you're responsible for on Saturday, that there's just no way for you to cover all the bases here. So in this situation, it's best if you can delegate. That's the word I'm looking for. If you can delegate responsibilities to somebody else so that everything actually gets covered that you are responsible for on Saturday. So it could be coming in one of two ways for you, Gemini. I'm sorry to tell you that, because especially with the financial one, because that's never fun. But the nice thing about it is when you have a reading ahead of time like this, you can do something proactively before Saturday gets in to try and make sure that that energy gets reversed for you personally. Okay, so Sunday, what we have coming up is we have the Three of Clubs. Three of Clubs is a little bit different than the Seven of Cups. It's about dreaming as well, but it's also about having done something about your dreams. So you've already figured out some dreams that you would like to reach, and you've taken the first few steps towards those dreams. Now what you're doing when we've got the Three of Clubs come up is you're kind of waiting on results to see if you're going to be able to move forward with that dream. So a perfect example of this would be sending out applications to different colleges to see what colleges would accept you to come and attend there, or sending out job applications, same way. So this is basically talking about having got something in motion as far as you can get it in motion, and now you're waiting on the reciprocating action so that you can move forward with it. Alright, so that's what I see coming up for you guys on Sunday. So Geminis, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, please check out my website. Make sure I'm the right reader for you. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there, you've checked out my services, you've looked around a little bit. If you still feel like I am the best reader for you, go ahead and contact me. Normally I do have a longer waiting list, but right now my waiting list is a little bit shorter. So this is a good time to be able to schedule a reading and get in and get it done quickly if you would like to do that. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you here next week. Peace out, everyone.